Hey guys, do you enjoy racing sims? Assetto Corsa is really fun. You can drive the latest vehicles that only a few are manufactured in the world, and vehicles that you use to ride at a low price or for free in Assetto Corsa. I am full of gratitude to the people who created this environment and the mod creators. Of course, when you can ride in reality, you can have the one-of-a-kind experience of driving the place with the car. In the case of the game, you can watch the picture of my vehicle from a third-party perspective like a replay video while drinking tea. Moreover, you can run many times without fear of crashing. This is a very good distraction for me in life. This time, when I was running on Nordskliff as usual, there was a problem with the cockpit equipment and I fainted in agony. I will report to you on the mechanical treatment method that corresponds to my cockpit at that time. Before that, the problem that happened to my T-LCM pedal when I was actually playing Assetto Corsa is still in the video, so you guys should watch it. Did you understand? When I was playing Assetto Corsa and not recording, that phenomenon occurred a lot. I searched Google for what happened at that time in English. Then I found out that there are people who are in the same trouble as me due to firmware updates and static measures. My pedal firmware has been updated to the latest version to 0.15. Regarding the measures against static electricity of the T-LCM pedal, it seems that the wire is in contact with the pedal from the place where the shield is written on the inner base. Since a magnetic sensor is used, the T-LCM pedal is disassembled and cleaned just like when the Fanadex shift fails. The main base located next to the brake pedal is connected to the iron plate located in the center of the pedal by wiring. The accelerator base and clutch base are connected to each pedal with wire. In other words, all the grounds of the T-LCM pedal are gathered on the central iron plate. If the T-LCM pedal cleaning and refueling did not improve the fastness, it must be grounded to the ground through the central iron plate of the pedal. cleaning and refueling the ground point between the base and the pedal have been completed. I think it's easier for static electricity to escape than before. FedEx shifter cleaned and refueled the magnetic sensor, which improved the error in detecting the shift position. I would like to play assettocorsa right away and check how much the pedal problem has improved. What do you think happened? I'm not kidding. It hasn't been fixed at all. I certainly cleaned up the ground point of the T-LCM pedal. However, I couldn't compete with the static electricity generated from my cockpit with my anti-static measures. If I have to say, a problem occurs once every 10 minutes before the treatment, and once every 30 minutes after the treatment. It's getting a little better, but it hasn't been fixed. This means that we have no choice but to install it on the Earth, right? Then let's go right away. I bought a grounding rod, a ground cable, and a grounding kit for the car. There is no ground socket in the outlet in my house, so from now on, I will connect the garden ground and the cockpit pedals directly with wiring. Let's go with all the heart and soul. I have to make sure that the green wiring has reached the ground, so I use a circuit tester to compare the green wiring to my home outlet to see if it is connected to the ground. 100 volts and 0 volts were displayed on the circuit tester, so I determined that it was definitely grounded. Install a bus bar in a place that is not far from all components of the Simucube 1, shifter, and pedals located in the cockpit. From the bus bar, connect the ground wiring from the ground that was placed earlier through the connector. Now my cockpit is connected to the ground. All components placed in the cockpit were also placed on the ground. I would like to play assettocorsa and check the workmanship. For months after that. Oh my god. Who should I ask for improvement measures? And I was at a loss for a while. However, there was very little drawing of knowledge in my head, but it remained. The power cord of the computer and the power strip have not yet been grounded. Immediately move the cockpit and ground the power cord of the computer and the power strip. Not long ago, a grounding rod was installed on the outdoor ground, and the wiring extended from there was near the cockpit, so it was connected there to achieve grounding. The grounding of each cable was completed, and when I played Assetto Corsa, I was able to confirm the improvement, so I immediately uploaded the video to YouTube. But after that, the problem occurred again in a short time. I didn't take a video when there was a problem. The clutch pedal stuck about twice. I thought I couldn't do anything more, but when I thought about it coldly, I realized that the pedal arm of the accelerator and clutch was not directly grounded. I decided to connect the pedal arm of the accelerator and clutch directly to the ground point. The grounding wiring from the bus bar in the cockpit arrived just right at the ground point behind the T-LCM pedal, so I installed it directly with bolts. We will verify this worked by playing the Assetto Corsa for a long time while generating as much static electricity as possible. That's why I chose these brushed slippers. After the first problem occurred and the improvement measures were taken, there was no absolute problem, but I felt uncomfortable with the operation of the accelerator pedal. When I released the accelerator pedal several times, I felt the state of stepping on it. However, even if it happened, I couldn't see it visually, so I recorded the game screen while displaying the visualization function of the pedal position of the Assetto Corsa. After the last problem occurred, I played Assetto Corsa with brushed slippers for about 3 months, in May, June, and July, and there was never a problem, and there was no suspicious feeling. This is thanks to a race sim forum in some country. I would be happy if my experience could be helpful for everyone who is playing a racing simulator. As an